Cancer. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages, holy crap, we bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, everyone. I just got this rush of energy and of really being in a good mood and being super, super happy, which was unexpected and also very awesome. So thanks for that, whoever energy this is. Amazing. So cool. If you would like to win January's free private reading with Spirit and myself of 20 minutes, please simply, whoops, I almost kicked my heater away. Please just subscribe to the channel, like the video, and give a shout out to the tribe in the comment section, my friends. The winner of December has been announced already. You can find her in the description box down below. All right. Oh wow, I knew it. Yes, that is so cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We have one again that we don't see. It's a general reading, Cancer. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that means it's for somebody else. It's not gender specific, nor is it time specific. Whenever the message reaches you, it's yours at that time. So also, don't go so much via sign, not on my channel. You can, of course, if that's your thing. I do too, by the way. I go for my sun sign, and then I go with whatever I'm drawn to if I can't find any resonance anywhere. So just go with your intuition, right, is what I've been meaning to say. All right. Okay, cool. Let's hop in, shall we? Already pre-shuffled all of your cards. Of course, 2 guardian angel cards are right in front of me. I don't see them either. They're still flipped upside down. And we're hopping in. Your first card out is the Lovers. Yay, maybe that's why you're in such a good mood here. Ah, absolutely. Like, this makes me smile from ear to ear. It's also Gemini energy. Of course, it can also be talking about a decision that needs to be made. It's definitely divinely guided, soulmates, all that. What I'm drawn to is what I'm being reminded of immediately is the Lovers in the Rider-Waite deck, because that's how the female looks up to the sky, right, and is very connected spiritually. And the man, however, in the picture is looking at her. So somehow this is about the feminine connection to the divine. And I'm not saying at all that males are not connected to the divine. Quite the contrary, okay? So it's or not true at all. It's just like those are the energies. That's what we're talking about when we're saying we're not reading gender. We're reading the energies. So we all have both feminine and masculine energy, and that's that. So it's the feminine component that is looking up to the sky, and that has significance here for your reading. I'm also being drawn to the doves here in the image. Which denotes to peace. So there's great peace that's awaiting you here, Cancer. And also something about sacred geometry. Maybe there's a need for you to look into that. For others, that could mean that you actually received downloads. I just recently, very recently, had a comment where someone said, anyone else have visions? And I'm like, what type of visions? What do you mean? And they replied that they would see flashes, like not with their eyes, but behind their eyes, of geometry or of colors. And that's exactly that. Those are the downloads in how I perceive them as well. Those are the downloads. And it's interesting, right? Because with a logical mind, we can't quite grasp that concept. And it's just like, if you haven't experienced it, it's a bit difficult to explain what's actually meant by that. So there's something in there as well. I'm curious. I'm always so curious about the cards that I can't see, and we're gonna hop to that one right now. Oh wow, yeah. So your next card is the Fool card, and that's the second major arcana. So there's quite a bit going on right now in your life, Cancer. And I keep wanting to say Gemini. So you may be a Gemini or have strong Gemini in your chart, or you're dealing with a Gemini here, because I know it's a Gemini card, but I really strongly have to hold myself back not to call you Gemini, Cancer. So the Fool card, that's the spiritual journey that you're on here, or journey in general. If you don't identify so much with spirituality, whatever this is to you, something burned you that set you off on a journey of huge transformation. There's also inner child work that either has been done by you or that you will go through. And we go through inner child work many times. If we're really on that path of healing, let's call it the path of healing, then you'll do inner child work several times on that journey, just because we keep going in loops, right? This is an upward kind of a spiral. So when you heal one thing, you're ready for that one thing, but then comes the next loop. And when we don't understand what is really happening with that spiraling thing, we may be feeling like, oh my God, why do I have to go through that again? I just been through it. And the reason is because you have not been strong enough on that level. When you did that turnaround, you were presented with what you were strong enough to take on, until you reach the next level where even more is cleared out of, let's just stay with the topic of inner child work, of recognizing and feeling what your inner child has been through, healing the inner child, nurturing the inner child. Yes, all that, exactly. And my friends, thank you so much for doing that work. Like, you're doing so much work for the collective here as well, because you're not passing that on. Because anything that's unconscious, we just pass it on. It's like blah, like that, right? It's being passed on to us, that hurt, and you're not doing that here. And congratulations, and thank you so much for doing the work, Cancer. It's super important, and maybe you haven't even realized how important that work is that you're currently doing and that you have been doing. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So next turn, you're strong enough to actually loop yourself further and further up, right? And this is also, I'm inclined to talk about therapy, where if you go to therapy, right, where you're solely talking, that's totally fine, right? But then comes a time when you may feel that's not enough anymore, or I've come to as far as this one thing can go, and now I have to go look for other options, for other things within my vicinity. And you can ask Spirit, like, show me the clear path, where it is that I need to go next for my healing journey. What's most beneficial to myself and to the ones around me, or for everyone involved, according to the highest grace. So that's that. And then you may come into healing your body and healing your physical stuff, because lots of trauma, lots of past experiences are truly manifesting in the body. Now that could be in the form of illnesses, but it doesn't have to be. It's just stored there. And I've experienced that when you have releases through your body, it's a different ball game. And then you may open a third door and be like, okay, now I healed pretty much my body, or what I can do in this one go round loop. Now here comes the energetic factor of it. And the energetics, when you're healing your chakras and your energy system, you know, there's so much involved. And to me, that's mind-blowing, like how our soul just knows so perfectly where we are and what we need, and we're being presented and spiraled up. So this is definitely about that journey here that you're undertaking, and your trust and faith in that also, to be guided by it. However, there could be a little bit of resistance right now because you have the Two of Swords, and that's mental, but they really want me to read a guardian angel card for you right now, and it's a prayer. So there's only 4 guardian angel cards in this whole entire deck. And here we go. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Oh yeah. Help me manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. As I was reading this, I was starting to get kind of emotional. And this takes me straight to your next card, because sometimes we're fighting something, we're resisting something, and that's like a tug of war, right, between mind and heart. And we may even get angry at times just because we don't understand how something works. And I'm getting the feeling of, for some of you, feeling like unjustly treated. And that may be so, right? But when you look at it from a higher perspective, it gets a different connotation. And I'm not saying you're not entitled and are not allowed to have your feelings. You're allowed to have everything here. I'm just trying to explain it so it can come in differently, you know, so that it's easier to bear, because sometimes life throws stuff at us that is so hard to deal with that we don't understand. And I'm not saying that's happening to all of you, but I'm feel inclined to like talk about this here right now, and there's a reason for it. At least one of you needs to hear that. And then you feel angry, and then all of a sudden you realize you may start to cry because you're angry and frustrated and everything like that, and then you feel, oh my God. And this is the release when it's happening, actually, when you're starting to come into your emotion, out of your head and into your emotions. How do you really feel? And into your body, truly, because this is exactly what they were talking about with the Lovers card, because the body is the feminine, right, and the mind is the masculine. So you really have and the mind's going to follow the body eventually. That's what they meant when they showed that first picture of the feminine looking up to the skies, to the heavens, understanding the higher view because they're so connected, and the masculine all of a sudden following, coming along. And that's also about the mind-heart coherence here, which is incredible. So then you all of a sudden understand, because you're in your emotions, wow, it was about such and such topic. This was what the resistance part that you may be feeling here was about, right, Gemini? And this is you moving on and out of that. And you see a lot of water all of a sudden. It's still swords, but it's also water. So you're moving on to calmer waters, to greener pastures. And it's like, I feel there's, again, I'm strongly getting mind-heart coherence, because there's swords and water now. So the mental and the emotional, the physical, and you're just moving. And you're trusting. Yeah, I'm also getting the energy of the Fool card, because it's really like that. And what is striking me right now, that both of these, you see, both of these are walking and they're trusting themselves, right? And it's like the same person, but we can't see them. So you may have indeed, and this card indicates so, have walked away from something or someone, a situation. You could have also have been let go of a job, or you left that job. Anything along those lines, you left that because it no longer was a match to you, either because it hurt you or because it didn't feel right anymore. To some of you, it could have, like, it just didn't serve you anymore, okay? It may not have been a vibrational match to you anymore. Something wasn't right. So you started to move on, and because I only see the backside of you here, it's really like that's what they see of you, and you're just off. You're just off to another direction, and you may not know where this is taking you either, right? Because again, when we're doing the spiraling thing, it's all about ascension. It's all about the expansion of consciousness here for you. They actually want me to read the second guardian angel card. Oh my goodness. You have Jewel. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust. We, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust. There's nothing to fear. There's only love. And oh, yes, I understand why they picked it right now. So, and this takes us directly to your next card, which is the Six of Wands, which is you being so victorious, you understanding things. And also this card talks about, you could have a followership at that stage, or people could be following you because you're leading by example. You're not just talking the talk, you're walking the talk, right? So that is amazing. You're really standing by your word, your action. You really mean what you say, and you do what you say too. And that's that. And that makes you highly successful here. Because again, you've been through it, you understand those processes, and hence you can carry them on. Again, it could be talking about some kind of a leadership position here too that is opening up for you, or has already opened up for you. And especially this is interesting to those of you that may have lost a job or are thinking about switching here, because This is very promising. Like where you're going is highly successful and very, very promising. And that job is completely different from what you may have done in the past. I knew it. They want me to continue, and they did that in the Pisces reading as well. They want me to continue with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. So that's what we're going to do here. Thank you. Ooh, oh yeah. What else, please, for Cancer? Thanks so much. All right. Yeah. So you have, first of all, extremes, and then you have resilience. Extremes has the number 34 breaking down to a 7, which is you're exactly where you need to be. And the resilience has the number 21 breaking down to a 3, which is talking about a crossroads, which is exactly those two of swords right here, where it's like you need to choose. And then with the 3, that's having made that choice already and having walked one step in that direction already. So again, I'm being reminded of the walking away, of the Fool card. Whatever you went through here was extreme, or it could have been extreme. It could have pulled you in different directions in for you sometimes very uncomfortable way. I'm getting Scorpio vibes with this one, with the extremes ones, with the hot moon. Mars energy. I don't know where Mars is right now, but there's something about Mars here, and you know, feisty energy and rebellious energy. The Capricorn new moon reading was about that, rebellious, and I'm getting that feeling here with that card again. It's also putting in a lot of work to make your life work here for you, and still being burdened, and maybe still, to some of you, it could mean that you're still in that energy of how the hell am I going to get rid of the past? How on earth am I going to carry all the burden here, right? And Spirit is telling you, though, to sit down for a little bit and rethink. Just put that huge thing down here on the ground and just let it be for a second, okay? Because, first of all, you only are presented with what you can really carry in one situation. And in that situation, we may feel like it is too much, though, right? It is too much, and then just say so. Say, Spirit, this is too much. I can no longer deal with it. And that's fine. And you'll see within very short amount of time, a day, the latest, I would say, it'll drop away. It'll drop away. It'll bring you ease. You can also call on Archangel Gabriel before you go to sleep and ask him for healing overnight, right? When you sleep, because then your portals are really open and then things can really happen. So just ask for that if you feel too burdened. We're going to take this over to the extended because there's more messages coming through. If you're interested in hearing more about this story and your story, if it resonates with you, over to Vimeo and or Patreon. Links down below in the caption, my friends. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video if you feel so inclined. And yeah, I'm curious what's going to unfold here for you. All right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful and or insightful. Available for private readings, I forgot to say that, with a discount of 10%, but only until the 31st of January, so you can take advantage of that now. If you so wish, everything you need down in the comment section and description box. Much, much love, my friends. Bye.